Hey guys, Thomas here, and as you can see, you are getting an inside look at how we run the sim. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I figured I'd pick the playoffs to do this, just because people, some people probably had questions, they might have been curious, whatever. I've actually I think I have fixed this shot in my editor just so that I don't show you the emails below this. But basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through how we do the sim, and you're going to get an inside look to see how we do all of this. Now I'm going to speed all this up, but this is all the lines that you guys have sent since last night. As you can see, I have not, opened them or anything like that. I leave them here throughout the day. Some people submit articles. I'll pull those out, obviously. But I'll leave these here until sim time, and then I'll just go through each one. I'll download them into my downloads folder. So I'm going to do that right now and speed this up so you don't have to sit here for minutes watching me do it. Okay, so lots of line submissions tonight. A lot more than usual, so that's awesome. Thank you guys very much for that. So I'm going to minimize this, and then I'm actually not going to archive that because of the screen, the way the screen is right now. But anyway, so what I'm going to show you now is the recording of my audio. What I'm going to show you now is the downloads folder, and this is where everything goes. Beard hockey. Okay, so all of the lines files are in the download file downloads folder, and the sim gives me several folders. Obviously, I have a lot more here, but we're going to put all of these files here into the input folder for the simulator. So get rid of that, and we have all the files for tonight. I actually downloaded. Nice. Let me fix that real quick. I actually put my EHE, a different league, lines into, yeah, that would not work. Well, so just ignore that. Okay, so we have Dallas here that's submitted twice. Obviously, their second lines file is the one we're going to use. So we're going to get rid of their first one. And then we have to change this so that the sim can read it. Okay, a little inside thing there for you. Okay, anyway. So we have everybody's lines files tonight. We have 14 teams submitting lines. So what I do here is I'm going to copy these before I open the sim. These are going to stay here. They're not overwriting any other files or anything like that. Every single night, it is a fresh, clear folder. So there's no overwriting or anything like that. Before I open the sim, though, I have an extra folder called Old Lines Files, and that is where I keep track of the GM activities and such, so I can tell when the last time was that you submitted your lines. So that folder has nothing to do with the sim, but that's just another inside way of allows me to track stuff and such. So we're going to open the simulator right now, and this is the simulator. It's very similar to your client. Obviously, there's a lot more options on here, of course. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up the website. But at any rate, this is the simulator, and this is the input file. I keep calling it a file. It's the input folder. So what I do, and this is a bit streamlined now because of the playoffs, there's a lot less that I have to do. I don't have to do trades, waivers, all that kind of stuff. So what I will do every night is I'll check the transactions log. And on the transactions log, what I do is make sure that teams that had injuries have submitted lines. And that is why some teams end up sometimes getting fined during the regular season, especially, is because there have been injuries and they have not submitted lines. Usually I'll have the schedule up as well because, obviously I need to check and see if they're playing tonight, but everybody plays tonight. So there's no need for that. So what you do here is you can see basically the first, right here. The first inkling of last night's sim was right here. Loaded all the lines from last night, and then you can tell where the injuries are. I mean, I could have just shown you that right there. But so here are the injuries from last night. So then all I have to do is open the input folder and make sure Bridgeport, the Islanders, Texas, Dallas Stars, and the Grand Rapids Griffins, Detroit Red Wings, submitted lines to take care of their injuries, and they all did. So we know everything is good to go. We don't need that up anymore. So we have the input folder and we have the simulator, and then all we have to do is load these lines, and we're pretty much ready to go. I don't believe there's anything. I always triple check just to make sure that there's anything else that I need to do. I'll check the forums. Nothing there tonight, so no need to do anything there. There's the website, and there is, of course, the editor for the website and all that kind of stuff. So what happens here is all you do is go to simulate, and I'm going to auto load the line. And that will pull all of these files into the simulator, as you can see. Okay, we'll check Pittsburgh. Might be an issue there. Now, Pittsburgh doesn't have pro games, so there might be something going on with their pro roster. Pro roster is good. Pro lines are incomplete, doesn't matter. So we just auto line them. I should have partial auto line. Sorry, I screwed that up for you there, Matt, but no worries. As Pittsburgh is not in the playoffs, same thing if you have a farm team and it's giving you issues, you're just autoing your lines or something if you don't have farm games. But his farm lines are good, so that's all that matters. Okay, so everything is good to go here. All the lines have been loaded, and we shouldn't get any more warnings when we hit the simulate button. Everything should be good to go. Now, usually I'll check my team if I didn't update my lines. I didn't update my lines last night, so I'll just check, make sure everything's good to go here. Talbot starting, everything looks good, blah, blah. I had no injury, so I had no need to change my lines, and I won last night, so I'm not going to make any changes. Okay, now input is done, so now I'm going to go to simulate, and I'm going to click the simulate button. It's going to try to reload anything that might be left in the input file that I missed. Of course, there's nothing there. And then we go to the simulator screen. Okay, this is the fun part where you get to see what happens here. So all you have to do is click the simulate button, and it will churn out results for both pro and the farm. And you guys are going to get a sneak peek to see, well, actually, you'll see this after the update tonight, but this is the magic behind the sim, so you kind of get to see what happens here. So you just hit the simulate button. And there you go. You see all the results there. I hit exit, and then I immediately will output all of the files. I will click the output CSV, but that's it. Everything else is already auto-clicked, not the dynamic website pages, because that fucks everything up. I click the output button, and then everything should be good to go there. Output is done. And then I will click save. And that is it. Now, what'll happen is sometimes if I have to, obviously I don't have to do this in the playoffs, but this is where I will do trades. If there is anything else that I need to do with the sim, I will do it here. Sometimes I have to issue a fine, whatever that might be. But at this point, I will go through the website and I will update everything on the website. When I am done, the only other thing I do with this is I will go to output again, just to make sure nothing got messed up. I will output again. I will exit, save. And then this little baby right here is FileZilla. I'll connect to my server. I will make sure that the latest output files get moved over. Transfer takes about a minute. And then I tell you all the sim is updated. So that's it. That is the basic gist of how the simulator works. Of course, the reason it takes time a lot of the time is I have to update a lot of stuff on the website. Other times it is fairly easy and quick. When I don't have a lot of extra stuff to do, I will update, the GM activity report, of course. Then I will go to the main site where I update, for the playoffs anyway, I update the main graphic, and then I'll update all of this stuff here, the wins, the losses, and that is it. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's probably been a little bit longer than I wanted to make it, but I hope you guys enjoy it, get a little glimpse into how this all works, and we will see you down the road.